Come on, set. 18 Gator. Go. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey!
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Yep. On the ball. Hey.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Yeah, I can.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Check 4. Check.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Again. Who that? What you see, Sax? What's up, Steve?
It's brought in left side by Tate. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. The 30, the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
New York set to take the field. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. Cuts back right. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A good pickup of 6 there on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, express! Watch the twins! 51! Oh, Eddie, get out!
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
These two teams all tied after 1. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Like he famous or some shit.
New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On play action, now Manning. Diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Slam, slam, slam. Look at me. Zipper.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Manning going to come up on 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check 15. Now.
They'll run with Barkley. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And Tate's got it. Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That was stupid.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They toss to Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 2nd and 10, Ryan, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw on 3rd down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Ryan on second down. He's airing it out for Sanu. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One final try now for Manning. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Right to the Falcons now. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Come on, man. Come on. No, fuck that. Don't get it. Don't play.
3rd quarter starts with a run by Freeman. 3 yards there to begin the 3rd quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Freeman again. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Antoine Bethea. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Manning. Out left, Allison's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, That's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 67 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Right now. You have to kill it. Gotta kill it. That's possible.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ryan. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the run, it's Barkley. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I played 2K yesterday, and you niggas are trash. You know how I tell you I can't shoot? I tell you straight up. My man sorry as hell till you got a dunk. Man, that nigga Blackjack was open 4 times in a row. Missed that shit.
21!
Said, give me the ball. He gave him the ball. Missed that shit.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Man, you weren't even
He's
looking,
going to be
dog.
intercepted
Like,
a 3rd time. Picked
stupid.
up by Alec Ogletree. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 20-yard touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
11. Watch the out.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Strong left. Strong 21. 3 down.
Here's Ryan to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now into 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman.
Nobody blocked him. I was
B.J.
looking for
Goodson
cover
there
right
on
here.
the tackle.
Trying to hide.
Hit her inside, but that one was
Like,
swallowed
oh,
up
shit.
because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Go!
They begin with a run by Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce them, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
You good?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. It's Barkley on the counter, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen.
That nigga, that was Shepard,
touchdown, Giants. Eli Manning with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Yeah.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
I want my rematch, dog.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Top shit.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
I know we don't get no fucking air conditioning in this hot ass house.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
I pressed the wrong button.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. Flushed out right. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. Oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You supposed to be Julio, dog. You had your hands on it. That nigga had this shit perfect.
70, Indy.
Boy. We go to your house next, man.
Here's a give to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd and 11 now. Manning, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable here from the 38. There goes Green, and he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Hey, man, you know what?
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Lincoln MKZ is.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
They make these little short cars like the MKZ. Yeah, he got, it's a minivan. Yeah, he got one as a minivan. He got one as a car. This nigga downstairs got both of them. Well, the car, this nigga talking about he gonna put Lamborghini doors on it. They got painted neon green and shit. I'm like, that shit old. Hell no, nigga. This shit old as fuck, dog. Yeah.
This is Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
You know how them Cadillac, the Cadillac and the Lincoln look the same during that year.
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
And then Lincoln made one.
A lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball.
Like a little box type.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Alright. Why would you put Lambo? It ain't even
Manning going to throw here. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it.
I don't know,
and these
man.
guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember is a play, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after.
That's caught at the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
I was sitting there looking like, why are you telling me this bullshit? We can't even agree when to get the grass.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
We pay for another lawn service.
Ryan. going for it all. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the double. 45. Hey, here we go. Snap.
A handoff to Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.